Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day or night wherever it is you are. And today we are reacting to 8 most disturbing things caught on doorbell camera footage. It is by Chilling Scares. The link will be in the description, of course. Make sure to go check out the full video and like and subscribe to my channel and everything. It helps me out a lot and I do appreciate it. Been a while since we've done some scary stuff. I meant to do more in this month of October, but I just got caught up doing other things, I guess. Been a little busy. But, you know, things happen. This is about to be the final day of October, pretty much. And so we'll get right into it. Hopefully this uploads then. But, yeah, like I said, this is some scary doorbell cams. We won't watch it in the dark, obviously, because I don't want to mess up all the lighting and everything look awful. I can try to do some more, like, dark videos or anything like that, like, record things in the dark and stuff. You guys just gotta let me know whether you'd want this kind of, like, the better lighting, or would you rather just have the lights off for the creepy effect, I guess. But, obviously, the quality is gonna go down just a little bit, but it's up to you guys. Like I said, you guys are the ones watching, so... But, let me know if you'd like more stuff like this, and we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Is somebody just chilling? Oh, is this actual one? Oh, it is.
On November
apparently.
30th, 2021, a Twitter user from Dallas reported that her
What, we got
doorbell
a
camera had
crackhead
recorded a
just chilling?
suspicious man standing outside of her apartment almost every night for an entire month.
Trying to see his
According
face.
to her tweet, she had already reached out to the authorities.
My
but
TV,
they hadn't done enough
like,
to keep the man away. This is what her Ring
the
camera
TV
captured.
that is on the bottom here has like a very like dark tint to it, so it's very hard to see things on this for some reason. I need to get a new like monitor or something for like better lighting for it, because it's very hard to see in like darker areas or anything like that. It's very difficult. So I usually use this one, but I don't like looking up because it looks weird in the video. So spooky. What's he doing? He's got to be like drugged out or something, right? Well, how
In
else
most
would
of
you
the
just be
clips, the man
chilling
can be
there?
seen standing eerily still outside of the woman's apartment, possibly waiting for her to come outside. At one point in the video, the man can be heard talking, but his words are difficult to make out.
Yeah, I have no
It's
clue
unknown
what he's
what he
saying
planned
at
to do
all.
if the woman stepped out of her apartment, but judging by his behavior, it likely wasn't anything good. After
Probably
the original
not.
upload, the
He's
disturbing
either
video
extremely
immediately
on
went
drugs
viral, with
or
hundreds of people checking in on the woman to make sure
for
she
some
was
reason
safe.
waiting
2 days
for
later,
the woman
posted
don't
an
want to think
update on
about
Twitter,
why.
in which she mentioned that her friends and family had confronted the man, and that security
really
had
see
been on the
the
lookout for
face.
him. Many people who viewed the video urged
Got, like,
the
a
uploader
hat
not
and
to let her
hood
guard
on.
down, and reminded her that the likelihood
I think
that the
that's a
man would
hat.
show
It's
up
very
again
hard.
was
Like I said,
very
it's very
high.
hard to see on this
But
TV. I
after the
think there's
last
a
tweet in
hat
December
that he has up on under
2021,
the hoodie.
there haven't been any more updates, and the man's identity hasn't been publicly revealed. This clip was captured in
Come on
November
now.
2019 in Harriet Creek
That man at
Ranch,
most
Texas.
looked like 5'6".
It was later uploaded to TikTok and Facebook. The footage shows a little girl holding a flashlight and knocking on the door of an unoccupied house in the middle of the night.
I can't say nothing. I'm not that tall. Oh. I don't like that.
No, please.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's actually disturbing as hell. I don't like that.
Please help.
The girl is obviously scared, but because nobody else can be seen on the camera, it's hard to tell who or what she was running from. As she continues to knock and beg for help, she looks over her shoulder several times, but the footage ends abruptly, leaving many questions unanswered.
Oh, I don't like that.
Shortly after it was recorded, the video was made public, and police were notified of the incident.
I was
But
about to
from what I
say,
able to
surely
find, the
they-
girl was never identified.
Surely somebody
Some
like
think that
called
she
the
was being
cops and
used
got
as
the
bait
cops
to
over
get the
there, right?
homeowners to
Like,
open the door, and several people commented on Facebook
I
and
don't like
TikTok
that.
that they could clearly see a man hiding in the shadows behind the girl.
Yeah, it looks
but
like
it
a
was never confirmed
silhouette
whether that's what was
somewhere.
happening
Like
or if the little girl
right
was
there,
actually in
to the right of
danger
that
and
pillar.
genuinely asking for
Kind of
help.
looks like a silhouette. I can't
Another
tell if
theory
it's a
that
tree or
surfaced
some
is
kind of
that the
silhouette,
girl in the
though.
video might have been the same girl
Very
from a missing
difficult to
person case in
see.
South Dakota. In February 2019, a 9-year-old girl named Serenity Denard ran away from a youth home in Black Hills and was allegedly seen in Justin, Texas a few days before the video was recorded. The fact that the little girl knocked on the door of an unoccupied house shows that she clearly didn't live in the area.
Weird.
Otherwise, she would have known nobody was there, which makes this theory a possibility. Although there's definitely a resemblance between the girl in the video and Serenity, police didn't confirm whether the video and the missing person case were related. Unfortunately, not a lot of official information on this footage has been made public, and we'll likely never know what ended up happening to the little girl.
That's kind of more depressing than scary, to be honest with you. Like,
In this
this is
disturbing
kind of
ring camera
sad.
footage from
I
2021,
did not
a
watch
woman in
this
the
to
hoodie
get
can be
sad.
seen
I watched it
approaching
to
the
get
front door of
scared,
a
damn
house
it.
in the middle of the night. Behind her, a man wearing a face mask and a lanyard stands on the steps as she rings the doorbell.
One of the old bait and traps.
Doorbell cameras are meant for homeowners to see who's at their door and communicate with their
What was that
visitors to
music
decide
about?
whether or not it's a good idea to let them in.
Is that somebody
But
playing
in
that
this
in their
case,
house
the
or
owner opens
what?
the door without hesitation.
Hello, do y'all have a phone I can use? My car broke down, and y'all's the only one that got a light on.
We don't.
You don't?
Sorry.
They were about to mess around and
The
find
woman
out.
tells him that her car broke down. and
That
asks
was
if she
about
can use
to
his
not
phone.
be good.
The owner politely refuses.
He tried to be slick
but
with
as
it,
soon as he
too.
apologizes
He
and
tried to
closes
do
the
it,
door,
like, real
the
sly,
man with the
like.
face
Did
mask
not
tries
work,
to break
did it,
into
buddy?
the house with a weapon in hand. Fortunately, the owner had locked the second door just in time. It's unknown if he called the police, but from what I
People
could
be
find,
crazy,
the
man.
identities of the man and woman haven't been revealed.
Wild.
What makes this footage even more chilling is the fact that there's a playground in the yard, which means the two
Oh,
had
yeah, he
specifically
had
targeted a
kids.
house where they knew there would most likely be kids inside. Had the homeowner not reacted
That's
quickly,
crazy.
he and his family would have probably been the victims of an armed robbery or possibly
Well,
much
surely they
worse.
saw him, and he had like maybe his wife on standby near him.
In
with,
February 2020, an off-duty police officer received a
firearm
message
or
from his
something, or,
neighbor
like,
asking him to
phone
go
on the
check on his
police,
wife
something, you know
because
what I
somebody
mean?
was trying to break into their
Surely.
house, and the woman was home alone. The man immediately walked across the street to his neighbor's house, but didn't see
I
anything
ain't gonna lie to you. I see
suspicious.
two people out
When
there
he
like
came
that. I ain't
back, he
answering
saw
the
that
door.
his neighbor had sent him this clip.
Oh, I don't like that. Ugh. Oh. That man's hopped up on something. Crawling around like that. You want some methamphetamine, bud? I thought, I'm
The
dumb.
video
I
shows
thought
a
that was
shirtless
him
man
barking.
crawling
I
up the
was like,
stairs
did
to the
this dude
front
just
entrance of the
bark?
house and attempting to open the door. Realizing it's locked, he walks back down the stairs and makes his way to the side of the house. After viewing the footage, the man immediately called 911, and 10 minutes later, 4 officers arrived in the
Nuts.
neighborhood with a canine unit to help track down the intruder. What followed was an intense game of cat and mouse involving the neighbors, the police, and the shirtless man.
Interesting.
Although he was spotted by the neighbors multiple times, he managed to slip away from the cops every single time. Several minutes into the search, the man heard his neighbor calling from across the street, saying that he could hear someone in his backyard. The two men scoured the outside of the house and eventually found that the back porch light had been unscrewed, but the shirtless man was nowhere to be seen. About an hour later, the man who uploaded the video walked out onto his back deck and spotted the intruder unscrewing another porch light, this time from the house across the street.
Ah. Interesting. If only the cops would have stayed like a little longer. Coulda.
With weapon in hand, the man intercepted the intruder and ordered him to get on the ground, but the shirtless
man.
man took off running and ended up sneaking into the crawl space of a nearby
Ah.
house.
That's
The uploader waited until the police arrived, And
Oh,
after
he
was
did kind of
ordered out
trap
the crawl
himself, didn't he?
space, the intruder was
I
charged
was
with 2
thinking, oh,
counts of
maybe he got
aggravated
away, but then I
burglary,
just realized
trespassing,
went into a crawl
public
space, man. Literally trapped
intoxication, and
himself.
disorderly conduct. Police revealed that the subject was under the influence of hard drugs
Mm.
and had an outstanding warrant for failing to appear in court for another open case of burglary from earlier that same year.
I knew he
It's
was on
unclear if he
something. You
was
don't
convicted
crawl
of all
around
the
like that
charges
when you
against
ain't
him,
on something.
but
Like, come
considering
on.
his criminal history, it's more than likely that he's still serving time today. This footage was captured at 4:30 a.m. on April 29th, 2023. It happened in El Paso, Texas. The video shows
wow,
a
what's
young
going on
woman
there?
running up to the front door of a house and ringing the doorbell. Although nobody else can be seen in the frame, terrified, she looks over her shoulder multiple times as if she was being followed.
I was gonna say, is this another bait or is this actually somebody that needs help? Dang, she just sits there. Oh, that's upsetting. She looks like she's been hit or something. Oh, she's hiding from the car. Why? Somebody trying to follow her?
The woman begs for help and starts crying when nobody answers the door, and a few seconds later, a car's headlights come into view in the background. As soon as she sees the light, the woman crouches down behind a column, and she does the same thing again when she sees the neighbor's driveway lights turn on.
Wait. What is going on? I don't know if it's
After a
like...
few minutes of waiting, a car's headlights illuminate the driveway, and the woman walks down the steps towards it. It's possible that she got in the car, but this wasn't caught on the Ring camera. As soon as the footage was made public, many people started speculating that the woman might have been the victim of trafficking and was trying to escape her
That's what I
captors.
was saying. It looks like...
And others believe that she had a totally different motive. Several viewers mentioned that if she really had been in danger, she wouldn't have hid from the neighbors when she saw their driveway lights turn on.
I guess that's
Another thing
true.
that caught viewers' attention is the fact that at the very beginning of the video, the woman isn't actually running. She appears to be casually walking up the steps, and she only begins to run when she comes into view of the doorbell camera,
Ah.
which suggests that the whole thing might have been a robbery setup.
Yeah?
Less than a month after the footage was uploaded, El Paso police arrested 34-year-old Krista Nicole Cordeaux for burglary. After her
Oh.
mugshot was released, some people believed that it was the same woman from the video due to the resemblance.
Yeah.
But police never officially confirmed this.
See, that's what
It's unclear
sucks
if she
now,
was ever seen in the
man. You
neighborhood.
want to help people, but, like, you really don't know,
In
like,
2022, a
what's...
Reddit user uploaded this disturbing
you
Ring
know,
camera footage with the caption,
what's fake and what's
"Zombies
not
want
from
your
somebody
brain."
trying to, you know,
The video shows a young man in a
rob you
bandana
or
covered in what
whatever
appears
else,
to be
you know what I
dirt
mean?
or blood,
Like, you don't know if
repeatedly
it's...
slamming himself into the
You don't know
front
if it's
door
like
of
a
the
thing
house.
of, somebody that really needs help or somebody's just trying to get in and do something they ain't supposed to be doing, you know?
On his third attempt to break down the
So
door,
it's
he
so
apparently
difficult to try
knocks
and help
himself
people
out
now when it
after
comes to
hitting
that
his
kind of
head.
thing. You always got to worry about
Stumbling
it,
after
seems
the
like.
impact, the man collapses over the front porch railing, knocking
Like we
over
saw
a
one
woman
clip
in the
before, you know, the
process.
girl coming up asking for help. And it was all a ploy to try to get in the house. Oh! What in the world? What is he on?
He groans in pain as he flails his arms and raises his legs, seemingly trying to get back on his feet. But the video ends before we can see what happened next. After the footage was uploaded, many viewers commented that the man was probably under the influence of hard drugs, which would
Well,
explain his
yeah.
uncoordinated movements and violent behavior. Other
And he
users
just
suggest that he
flops.
might have had a seizure after hitting his head on the door. But because the video was uploaded with no context
Yeah,
or
but he was-
explanation, it's impossible to confirm.
I don't know,
what
because
actually
he was
happened.
already kind of like...
After that night, the homeowner never saw the man again.
He was already kind of like trying to hit the door and everything, so I think he might have been
July
on something.
24th,
Maybe on
2021,
something that
a woman
caused a
named
seizure.
Caitlin Curtis took her baby to the park across
Yeah,
the
it
street
wasn't-
from her house in Arizona. After sitting down on the bench next to a fountain, a scruffy-looking man suddenly approached her, sat on the bench next to her, and asked her if she wanted to buy his drawings. According to Caitlin, the drawings looked like they had been drawn by a little kid, or by someone with no artistic talent. After politely refusing to buy the drawings, she got up and left the park with her baby in the stroller. As she was leaving, she saw the man get into the passenger seat of a suspicious-looking truck at the other end of the park, which then circled around her several times as she made her way back home. Afraid that she was being followed, Caitlin took a different route back to her house and entered through the back door so that the man in the truck wouldn't know where she lived.
Like, obviously they're kind of
3 days
scary,
later,
but like I kind of
Caitlin was
expected
out of
more
town.
like
Her doorbell camera captured the same man walking up to the front
more
door
like
of her
you know the
house and
typical
ringing the
kind of
doorbell
like
at 3 in the
spooky
morning.
stuff, not like this is some real shit. You know what I mean? Oh. Same guy with the drawings? Huh. You could tell by the way he's kind of looking around. Something ain't right. Obviously, if he followed her, it ain't right anyway, but look, he's looking around.
According to Caitlin, her husband was asleep
Did
while
he
the
try
whole
to
thing was
take the light
happening,
off?
and he didn't learn about the
That's what it
man's
looked
visit
like.
until the next day.
Couldn't reach it, so
After
just
the video
decided
was
to
uploaded to TikTok, some
abort it.
users commented that the fact that the man rang her doorbell specifically was not a coincidence, and that he might have been watching her from the day they met in the park. It's possible that he was using the drawings to try and distract her, while the other man in the truck abducted her child, but we'll likely never know his intentions for sure. The incident could just be written off as a man who was under the influence of
I don't like
drugs or
that.
suffering from mental illness, but if Caitlin hadn't been careful, it's anyone's guess what might have happened. Fortunately, the man never came back, and neither Caitlin nor her family had seen him again. In October 2021, Reddit user Protomancer uploaded this footage of a man crawling and slithering through his neighbor's yard in the middle of the night.
Huh? Crawling and slithering. What the fuck? Ew. What are you on, dog? Like...
There doesn't appear to be any context surrounding the video, but most users attributed the man's particular behavior to drug use or possibly mental illness.
Yeah.
Even though he isn't hurting
I don't like
anybody,
that.
this is probably not the type of person you would want to run into on your way back from home in the middle of the night. The man in the
that's some
footage
freaky
hasn't been
shit.
identified, and it's unclear if he ever
I
showed
don't like
up
that.
again.
I'm good, dog. I'm good. Jesus, dude. Those were a lot more like, I was expecting, you know, your typical, like, ooh, YouTube horror video, you know, kind of thing of like, you know, you see some spooky people, or like, you know, you see like, ooh, maybe was this a ghost, or was this some kind of weird monster, you know, some typical YouTube scary stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like, this was like real shit. It was like more scary, you know what I mean? Because it was so like so much real kind of stuff going on. Like, freaked me out. Kind of made me feel like sad, but also like gross. Like, ugh. It just, every time you'd see somebody out there waiting like that, you either waiting to trap somebody or somebody asking for help, and you're like not sure if they actually need help or not. It just gives you like a weird feeling, like a weird chill. You know what I mean? It don't sit right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you got as, you know, freaked out or disturbed as I did, I guess. Let me know if you want more. And, everybody, be safe out there, because people are crazy. And, you know, don't do anything dumb. So, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Like I said, like and subscribe. Link in the description to this video. Go like and subscribe to his channel. Check his video out. And hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.